Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. So I don't know if I've done a reading for you before. I just like to explain real quick. I see, hear, feel, sense, know. They talk to me, but they also show me pictures, and I call it spiritual charades. And I describe the picture the best I can. And there's always a reason for whatever they show. So if you don't understand it now, you'll either remember it later, see it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later. So just keep it in mind. Um, they're going to tell you what you need to know. Maybe not what you want to know. They know best. It's their show. It's their ball game. So this is not an exact science. We communicate the best way we can. Sometimes you got to stretch it outside the box a little bit, and they don't give me all the details because the details are none of my business. They'll give me just enough so you should be able to understand what they're talking about. So we're gonna talk to Mom today. Okay, she's coming in. She's carrying an infant. She's carrying an infant, and she's singing "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot." I don't know what that song has to do with anything. Coming for to carry me home. Did somebody lose a baby? Maybe she liked to sing old gospel hymns, lullabies. But she's even tipping this baby up. She wants me to see that she has this baby. And then it's pretty and it's safe. It's being loved. So she's wanting somebody to know that she has this baby with her. And I will say they hold them. They hold their soul, their spirit, whatever, before they get here, and they also after they leave. Just heard a man say hi. I don't know where that came from. That was in a totally different place. Oh, maybe he'll pop through and he'll tell us who he was. She says sometimes you get the smell of something like a sweet flower, like lavender, like lilacs, like something along that line. That she's even showing me that she has filled the room up with that smell. So know when you smell that, and if you haven't, you will. She's showing like it's permeating the whole room, like a whole living room. But you can smell it in your car, in the store, outside, doesn't matter where it is, unless you're standing next to a lilac bush, that's different. But when you get that little whiff, know that that's Mom stopping in to say, hey, I'm here, I love you. She's sending her love to you. And she's showing it just like a beautiful little spring breeze just kind of wafting through. Now, she asked me to pull a card for you, which they do sometimes, just to get their message across. So these are my surrender cards. So this is what she wants you to surrender to. Surrender to creativity. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. And the other one is, when you live in the moment, you will discover delight in simple things. So, oh, sorry. If I could hold it still. There's something you want to be creative about. There's something you want to do that your Mom's watching you. She's tapping her foot real impatiently, like, what's your holdup? What's your holdup? What are you waiting for? Maybe the idea is kind of far out, or maybe you think you can't afford it, or just, she says, take that step forward. Take that step forward. Live in the moment. She wants you to live in the moment like that card said. You're not living in the past. You're not even living in the future because it's not here yet. The only thing you have is right here, right now, right this second. She says, be creative now. Do what it is that makes your heart sing. Step forward. It's waiting for you, but you have to take that step. So there's something that's really, really in your heart that you really want to do. That maybe she says fear. You don't think you can accomplish it, or you think it's totally outlandish or something. Doesn't matter. Do it. Take that baby step. At least get your toes wet. And then watch. Ask mom for help. What was mom good at besides being a mom? What was her strength is supporting you? Ask her to help. We have free will choice. They cannot override our free will choice. So we have to give them permission to step forward, and they can open doors. They can nudge people to call you, offer you a job, a new opportunity. She says some kind of help. Some kind of help. Once you step forward, the help will come to you. Ask her, give her permission, and then you have to allow it to. And she's showing like all these flowers and hearts, and just do it. Mom says it'll be good. So now she's showing herself sitting in a chair, and I would say she's knitting. Could be crocheting, but it looks more like knitting needles. She's knitting, and it looks like a baby blanket. What's up with the babies? What's going on there? I get the feeling it's going to be a baby blanket, but I don't know that it's for that baby she was holding. I don't know if you or somebody around you is expecting. I was trying to see what color it was. Trying to get her to show me the color so I could tell what it was. Do you have a cat? She's showing a cat like walking through your living room. So whoever has a cat, where mom might be showing up, watch the cat. Animals and small children see them and hear them. I promise you 1,000% she can hear you. She can see you. That above everything, they can hear you. She's showing this cat walking through, and the cat looks at her. Because animals can see them and hear them. So if you see the cat, like looks like it's following a fly on the wall, or it's just staring at something, because the cat will see her. So when that happens, acknowledge her. When you get that little whiff of the flowers, acknowledge her, validate her, tell you love her, ask her to send you more, give her permission to come to your house, welcome her in if that's what you want. But make sure you validate the signs. That way they understand that you know that that's them. And they kind of like to do more than. And then they know they're not scaring you too. Now she's showing herself jumping rope. She's jumping rope. She's trying to show that she's perfectly healthy, but did somebody or you or somebody just, I don't think anybody jumps rope anymore. Something, but she's validating something too. All right, she's showing your TV. Electronics are really easy for them to kind of manipulate because we're pure energy once we leave. Something about your TV, either it's going to go off, it's going to come on, it's going to change channels, the screen's going to go blank. Something with your TV will have a blip in it. So once again, that's going to be a sign from her, so make sure you validate her. She says she's all over the place. She's very comfy in your living room. She says she feels love and peace from you. Usually they come in and try to give it to you, which she will, but she feels that from you. She says, I know you miss me, baby girl. I'm right here. And she shows herself standing on your right side. Sometimes it makes a difference, sometimes it doesn't. And she puts her arm around your shoulder. So you should feel that. You could feel the warmth, you could feel tingling, you could feel the pressure of that energy, or you could feel the warmth on the right side. I'm kind of muttering this morning. I need more coffee. I think my brain's on slow motion. School. She's talking about school. Are you thinking about going back to school? Now she starts clapping her hands. Even if it's not like a real physical school, there's something you need to go learn. There's something you need to go study. And it could be just a dance class or an art class or anything. It doesn't have to be like going to college or anything. There's something she wants you to study. She said you need to move forward. You need to step forward. And she just points at the card, be creative. She says there are ways to make it happen. Trust. Trust. We're just going outside. She's going outside to a swing. Like there's some trees and there's a swing. I don't know if she's showing a memory and she had a swing in her backyard that she liked to sit in, or you have one and she's doing it now. I'm not sure where to go with this, and I won't try to make anything fit. This is her ballgame. It's all up to her. You are perfect the way you are, and you need to stop second guessing yourself. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's just a learning thing. She's talking about fear again. Fear is just an emotion. Fear is just an emotion, but it's like a brick wall. It sure stops a lot of things, but it's just an emotion. She says she's keeping a very close eye on you. She's not making her presence known a lot, that she's there, because she didn't think you would believe all of this, and she didn't want to scare you, and she didn't think you would understand if she brought the smell in or flipped the TV, or you would just think something's wrong with the TV. She wants you to understand that this is real. Then I promise you, you will see all kinds of signs from her. She says you're worried about money right now. Boy, aren't we all? She says, but it's going to work out. You will always be provided for. And again, she says, trust. Trust the process. Enjoy the ride. Okay, she's showing you laying on your bed, and you're kind of curled up in a ball. Looks like you probably had a bad day. And you're laying there on your side, kind of in the fetal position, and you're going, I want my mommy. I want my mommy. And she's sitting right there on the bed by your head, and she's stroking your hair. So you should feel that. You may not even realize what it was. You should feel that, and it'll probably, like this spiky stuff, I could feel a fly land on it. So it's, it might just be just that slight, but you should feel a tremendous amount of love, like kind of overcoming you, peace and love, and she's comforting you. So you have to be willing to accept that. You might even feel the bed. You might even feel, how you feel somebody sit on the bed. You might even feel a little bit of that because she's sitting up by your head, kind of Indian style, but kind of stretched out a little bit. I don't know, that sounds kind of weird, but she says, "Peace I give you. You're perfect. Stop doubting yourself. Be strong like our family is. She goes, be strong." Now she's talking about a kitten. Well, we already saw a cat, but now she just said kitten. Sometimes I'll just throw words out. I love you, my little pumpkin. Okay, now she's talking about popcorn, and now she's showing this cat again in the living room. And there's a bowl of popcorn sitting there, but there's a kernel on the floor, piece of popcorn on the floor, and the cat's batting it around, playing with it. So you might actually see this cat find a little piece of popcorn under the couch or something and start playing with it. Or it just happened. I'm just trying to watch this cat. Sorry. She's showing this popcorn. I don't know if there's a reason for it, but she's making it really pronounced. I had this great big yellow, bright yellow crock pot. Not crock pot, but bowl. It's bowl. And she's showing the popcorn in that. So I don't know if there's a reason for that, so I'm just going to mention it. They never, like I said, they never waste a message. There's always a reason for whatever they show. She hangs pretty tight in your living room. So she's going in your kitchen. She's looking around. She opens the refrigerator door, looks to see if you have enough food. It's like she's reaching in to get pickles. She's reaching in to get pickles. Don't know why. Maybe she loved pickles. Maybe you love pickles. Somebody used to drink the pickle juice. It makes me think of pickleback. So you should, sometimes when I sit here, I can hear my refrigerator door shut. And I'm like, I'm the only one in the house. The refrigerator wasn't open. So you'll probably hear that refrigerator door. And usually it doesn't happen like when you're standing there staring at it. It's usually like when you're walking out of the room or you go in the next room, you go, I just heard the door shut. What was that? Once again, acknowledge mom, validate her. Let her know you know that's her. Popping in to check on you, see if you have enough to eat. She's talking about a bake sale. Baking stuff for a bake sale. So somebody around you just had a bake sale or going to, or you're going to cook something for one. She says you need to have one. So I don't know if there's something you need to raise money for or for somebody. That she's suggesting something about a bake sale. Helping your neighbor. She says Dad's here. Dad's here. Dad's here. I believe she's talking about her dad. Could be grandfather if he was more like a dad to her than just a grandfather figure. It's that feeling, it's the relationship. It's not necessarily the blood relationship as it is the personal feeling relationship. She says Dad's here, but he looks older. So it'll be either her dad or her grandfather. Or a grandfather that felt like a dad, that did dad stuff for her. I need to see you happy. Put that smile on your face because that makes me happy. It doesn't make me happy when you're sad about me, for me. I need you to be happy. And she's mentioning chiclets. Chiclets. I didn't even know if they still have chiclets. She's trying to show me some other kind of candy, but I don't know what it is. Have to be a little more clear. And she said chiclets again. But some other little pieces of candy that look kind of like chiclets too. Almost like it's a little mixture of something. But she's not saying why. She's trying to come up with things that let you know that she sees you, that she knows what's going on, and that she's still there. She says, talk to me. Okay, so she wants you to, and I do this all the time. Let's say you're sitting on the couch. Hold your hand out and ask her to hold your hand. And just hold it there. Relax. You have to relax it. Don't do it real tense because you won't feel it. Just hold your hand out and ask her to hold your hand. And you should feel a little pressure. Usually right here. Sometimes it actually, to me, feels like everybody receives it different. Oh, good grief, I'm babbling today. Everybody receives energy different. So I don't know exactly how you're going to feel it. But you should feel like a little pressure here. Sometimes I can actually feel them hold my hand. It'll feel like a warmth, goosebumps, tingling. Sometimes when they're trying to get my attention, they actually feels like sticking me with pins and needles when they're really trying to get my attention. So just ask her to join you. Ask her to hold your hand and relax it and just wait for a couple minutes. She says sometimes when you do that, you'll also get that smell of the sweet flowers. She's in the bathroom and she's got the hairspray can. She's got an aerosol hairspray can and she's going to town on her hair. I mean, just spraying and spraying. It's literally fogging up the bathroom. So I would say she's probably talking about years ago when everybody had the big poof hair and it was nothing but rock solid hairspray. Because she looks younger when she's doing it, but she's spraying and spraying. And you'll probably get the smell of that hairspray. Sometimes when you walk into the bathroom, you're going to smell that hairspray. So she's doing She's doing plenty of things to let you know she's around. You just don't realize what they are. All right, she's showing her tombstone, and there's like one little rosebud, red rosebud, somebody laid on the tombstone. She says she got it. Somebody sent her a balloon, maybe with writing on it. She says she got it. She says you're a beautiful person. You're not just beautiful to me, you're just a beautiful person, and you need to know that. You need to hear that. Mom loves you. Love is eternal. Love doesn't die. She's picking up. Now she looks like she's out front of a house. And she's standing just off the steps, standing on the sidewalk, and she's holding a brick. So I don't know if this brick came loose from the steps, came loose from the sidewalk. Maybe you tripped on a brick going in or out of the house. So she's not explaining it. She's just standing there holding this brick right in front of the house. She's giving some kind of warning about the friends you've chosen, or friends that are around you, or friends. She says fake friends. She's not saying how many or who or male or female. She's just saying, kind of giving you a heads up. Don't let them lead you down the wrong path. You know what your heart feels. You should address everything and look at everything with love. Mom's all about you loving yourself and looking at yourself and believing in yourself and believing that you're a beautiful person. So she's making a big point about it this whole reading. All right, so she says these signs and things are your first baby steps to realizing that she's still there with you. She said once you get the hang of it, you'll get more. Now go be creative. Once you realize I'm still beside you, that I'm still helping you, that I still love you, it'll get easier. She's waving goodbye. She's kind of waving like this, though, kind of like a little kid would, like a bye-bye. And she's blowing you kisses and as she's walking away, and she's saying, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Okay, my dear. Thank you for allowing me to be her voice. Just watch and listen for all those things. You'll get the hang of it. See you later. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Later.